Once upon a time, a little girl named Red lived with her mother in the woods. This is where our story begins. One day, Red was doing her daily chores.
Did you call me mother?
Yes, your grandmother is very sick, and I need you to give her this basket of bread and honey, please.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget your hat. It's cold outside.
Her mother reminded Red not to talk to strangers in the woods.
Okay, mother.
Little Red Riding Hood began her journey in the forest with a basket full of treats for her grandmother who lived in a nearby village. Along the way, she passed by many beautiful flowers.
Oh, what beautiful flowers. I will bring some to my grandmother.
I see trees are green, where roses do. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies are blue, clouds of white, bright blessed days, dark sacred nights. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. As she picked up the flowers, she put down her basket, but suddenly...
It's the wolfie. Red Riding Hood, Red Riding Hood, how lovely is your basket. Red Riding Hood, Red Riding Hood, I really hate to ask it, but do you have a piece of bread for my stomach, little Red Riding Hood, Red Riding Hood, how lovely is your basket.
Good morning, Mr. Wolf.
Where are you going?
To grandmother's house.
The wolf smelled the delicious bread and honey.
Sorry, but this bread is for Granny.
When he asked how far away Red's grandmother lived, she told him it was the house just across the woods with the bright red door.
See that road?
Yes, I do.
That is the fastest way to your grandmother's house.
Thank you, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, Red. Whoa, oh, 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 oh.
Little Red ignored her mother's instructions and continued to pick flowers. Meanwhile, Mr. Wolf traveled across the woods and knocked on the first red door he found.
It's me, Little Red Riding Hood. I brought some bread from my mother.
Granddaughter.
As soon as Red's grandma opened the door, the wolf grabbed her and tied her in the closet.
Go.
He put on her nightgown, jumped into her bed, and waited for Red. A few minutes later, Little Red Riding Hood arrived at her grandmother's house. She knocked on the bright red door.
Who's there?
It's me, Red. I have bread from my mother.
Come in, granddaughter.
Little Red Riding Hood entered the house and ran straight to her grandmother's room.
Granny, Granny, do you want some bread? Mother made it so you would be fed. Take from my basket, eat while it's hot. Drizzle it with honey and I'll hit the spot. Granny, Granny, do you want some bread? Mother made it so you would be fed. Oh, grandmother, what large arms you have.
To hug you better, my sweets.
Oh, grandmother, what big ears you have.
To hear you better, my dear.
Grandmother, what big eyes you have.
To see you better, my darling.
But grandmother, why are your teeth so big?
To eat me with, of course.
Red smothered the lumberjack and heard the commotion of Red Red's house just as he was about to hit the big bad wolf with her axe. Red screamed.
Stop! Why are you chasing each other?
Because I want to eat you.
Red could not understand why. She found Mr. Wolf seemed so nice. She asked if he would like to try eating something other than people.
Try this.
Wow, that's delicious.
Now can we be friends?
I don't see why not.
I was so worried something was going to happen to you.
I'm okay, Grandma. We're friends now.
Well, what do we do now? We dance, weirdo.
Go. 1, 2. Oh, yeah.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. Everybody say. Feel
Give it up! Keep that round of applause going for our intermediate troupe of people like us. Guys, take another bow. That was amazing.
So princesses of fears, sail like a cruise, not trying to lose. They left in a dust, the stop fire, a soft flower, princess will buzz. No, we left in the dust, the stop fire, a soft flower, our soft flower. Every time the beats funny me, princess could freak out. Princess could see her pulling, princess to hold it round. Every time running out, turn around. Why just they won't back down? You think of this girl right now? I know it's good for the bees. They always stay please. I know I always gonna go. Out of control. They left in the dust, but stop fire. I was all forward. Two princess will buzz. You'll be left in the dust. Let's stop fire. I'm a soft forward. I'm a soft forward.
All right. Begotten Buzzleton was truly a wonderful place. Every year, flowers bloomed across the fields, and their fragrance filled the land. The land was so beautiful because the local honeybees buzzing throughout the land continually spread pollen everywhere they went. Thanks to the bees, flowers grew everywhere. One day, the queen began searching for a princess to marry her beloved son, Prince Billy.
Oh, Billy boy.
The queen announced that 2 young maidens were crossing the seas to meet Billy so he could choose a princess for his kingdom. But Billy protested.
Oh, Meyer.
The prince did not think he would ever marry since the princesses of the past had been scared away by all the honeybees roaming the land. But this time, the queen had a plan.
Billy, a true princess will not be scared.
The queen was going to release a bee into each princess's room, putting her to the test.
What if they won't wait away?
Then they are not fit for the throne of Begotten Buzzleton. They have arrived.
Prince Billy showed each princess to her room, and each princess was quick to fall asleep. That night, the queen released a bee into each of their rooms. Then all of a sudden, the screaming woke the queen and her son.
I knew it.
The prince was convinced no maiden would ever marry him. The queen comforted her son, but they soon heard another knock at the door.
Sorry to wake you.
The princess had become lost and needed a place to sleep for the night.
Tommy.
The queen winked at her son.
Come in, darling. We just happen to have 2 open beds.
Prince Billy took the maiden to her room. After bidding her good night, he walked out and wasn't surprised to find that his mother had a plan to release another bee.
Oh my, don't scare her. She's far too beautiful and much too sweet.
But before he could stop her, the queen released a bee into the princess's room.
That's good.
It buzzed around quietly and landed on top of the flowers beside her table.
Oh, it's a bee.
The princess thought about how the
That's
bee
good.
made the flower very beautiful and then fell back asleep. Prince Billy and the queen squealed with excitement and waited for the morning. When Bella exited her room the next morning, she found Prince Billy on his knee with a diamond in his hand.
Oh, right there.
Oh, but you are beautiful and kind.
You're not afraid of the bees that roam our land.
Will you be my wife?
Yes. Yeah, you see me?
The whole kingdom rejoiced. Finally, they had a princess who loved every part of begotten Buzzleton.
Please put your hands together for the cast of Princess and the Bee.
Not long ago, there was a girl in New York City with her father. They were the best of friends. One day, her father met a lady whom he loved, or so he thought.
His new wife moved in with her two daughters, Sydney. Thought they were best friends when we clicked. Still, Sydney had a best friend in her father.
One day, her father changed jobs and had to move out of the big city. Sydney's stepmother agreed to stay in New York with the girls.
Just after her father left, Sydney realized her stepmother had only stayed to help her stepdaughters.
And to help herself to the large penthouse in the Upper East Side.
Sydney kept quiet, took orders, and continued to go to school, and she never complained to her father about how her stepfamily treated her.
Oh my goodness. Cute boy, 3 o'clock.
Wow, she's talking!
Cindy was never one to talk to boys, but she decided to say hello.
Hi, are you new here?
Yep, I'm Justin.
I'm Cindy. How you like New York?
It's definitely different, but it was nice to meet you, Cindy.
Am I dead?
You're like alive! You should talk to her!
Oh, let's go, class.
After school, Cindy took the bus home with her stepsisters and dreamed about the next time she would talk to Justin.
Welcome home, girls. How was your day?
Good. Mine was.
Not you, Sydney. Can you go make the girls some avocado toast?
Yes, stepmother.
Now that her stepmother had gotten rid of Cindy, she asked her daughters about their day once again.
My mic is so confused. My mic needs.
I hear the
My mic needs a little bit.
very, very cute.
Well, maybe you should, I don't know, talk to them.
Cindy hoped Fanny and Annie would not steal Justin away from her. Since she always followed their orders, she did not know if she could stand up to them.
When Cindy opened her lockers at school the next day, her mind put it at ease.
Will you go to dance with me? Signed, Justin.
So,
Yes, a million times yes.
Cindy noticed Fanny and Annie glaring at her. The stepsisters decided on a plan to ensure Cindy's date would never happen.
That should be me. In your James, that should be me.
Fanny and Annie continued to argue until they got home and told their mother all about the problem. She said the solution was simple.
I'll just tell her she can't go, and all will be fixed. Oh, Sydney!
Yes, stepmother.
I heard Justin asked you to the dance. Congratulations! But I prefer he takes one of my girls. I'll be chaperoning the dance. I need you to stay at home, mop the floors, fold the laundry, and vacuum.
But that's not fair. He likes me.
The discussion is over. Go text him now.
Cindy sent Justin a text that said, "I'm sorry, but my stepmother won't let me go to the dance with you because she wants you to ask one of my stepsisters."
Moments later, Justin texts back. His message read, "But I want to go with you. How about this? I will fake ask both of your stepsisters, and then we will prank them to dance when we decide to tell them it's you I want to be with."
The idea intrigued Sydney. She had never acted against her stepfamily before. She agreed to the plan, although she had never vented to her father about how her stepmother and stepsister treated her. She finally decided to tell him.
When Cindy's father found the truth, he was upset. He gave Cindy permission to attend and decided to come home to New York to attend the dance and confront his wife about how Cindy has been treated.
Eventually, the special night came. Everything went as planned. Fanny and Annie purchased their dresses and argued over which one Justin would like more.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Cindy's father arrived at the dance as chaperone, shortly followed by Cindy's stepmother.
Oh, darling, what are you doing here? I've missed you so much.
Cindy's father was angry and confronted his wife. They started to argue.
This one is going down in history. My life will never be the same. I've got all my family here with me. We've all been waiting for the special day. Move to the right if you're feeling alright. Move to the left, let me see you break a sweat. Take a few steps back, up ahead is fast forward. The rest of your life is waiting for you to live and say yeah, yeah. Turn the track up louder and yeah, yeah, yeah. People stand up and say yeah, yeah. Makes me feel like driving. This could very well be the biggest morning of my life. Biggest morning of our lives. This could very well be the biggest morning of our lives.
Shall we dance?
It didn't take him long to begin to fight.
Get lost, Annie.
No, he likes me more.
Cindy and Justin glanced at each other from across the room. They knew this was their chance to act.
Slowly, they made their way to the center of the dance floor.
Their dance was so beautiful that everyone stopped to watch. It was just like a scene in a movie.
Those sudden changes in the atmosphere caught the stepsisters and stepmother's attention. They were outraged to see Cindy and Justin together.
Boo! Cindy, what do you think you're doing?
I've always wanted to be with Cindy. The joke is on you for trying to separate us.
And be bullied! Next time, remember the golden rule. You know, treat others the way you want to be treated.
You go, go!
Oh, girls, wait! He's not good enough for you anyways. Ugh. My princesses! Ugh. Darn these shoes!
And with that, Justin and Cindy danced the night away.
After the dance, Cindy's father applied for a new job in New York City and returned home. It didn't take him long to realize how his new wife and stepdaughters were only using him and Cindy.
Cindy's stepmother and stepsisters moved out of the penthouse, and Cindy no longer had to worry about their bullying.
The last we heard, they were selling pumpkins at a farm in New Jersey.
Dreams we do come true.
This one is going down in history. My life will never be the same. I've got all my family here with me. We've all been waiting for this special day. Move to the right if you're feeling alright. Move to the left, let me see you break a sweat. Take a few steps back, up ahead is fast forward. The rest of your life is waiting for you to live and say yeah, yeah. Turn the track up louder and yeah, yeah, yeah. People stand up and say yeah, yeah. Makes me feel like driving, man. This could very well be the biggest moment of my life. Biggest moment of my life. The biggest moment of my life. This could very well be the biggest moment of my life. Anticipation's killing me. The moment I've been waiting for. Magical feelings all around. I'm soaring high above the ground. Move to the right if you're feeling alright. Move to the left, let me see you break a sweat. Take a few steps back, up ahead is fast forward. The rest of your life is waiting for you to live. Yeah, turn the track up louder, yeah. People stand up and say yeah, yeah, yeah. Makes me feel like driving, man. This could very well be the biggest moment of my life. The biggest moment of my life. This could very well be the biggest moment of my life. This one's going down in history. My life will never be the same. Anticipation is killing me. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Everybody say oh. Pump your fist up in the air and say everybody sing it louder. Everybody let me say yeah, yeah. Turn the track up louder, yeah, yeah. People stand up and say yeah, yeah. Makes me feel like driving, man. This could very well be the biggest moment of my life. Biggest moment of my life. This could very well be the biggest moment of our lives.
Wait, Breeze, get up there, Breeze! Woo! Now hands up, hands up.
Sunshine, she's here. You can take
Keep a round of applause going for upper school performers from people like us, Cindy and the dance. Great job, guys.